listen, never in my life associated the word boring with baseball.
We know what's up.
Me? Yeah. Famous? Yeah.
And I'm like giddy over there smiling like, we're about to win this shit.
Did everyone give you crap? Give me a good host story.
I'm not picking it up.
We both love the game.
We talk about it every day.
Getting on baseball.
Having some popcorn, you're fooling around your phone.
I'd have to wait in line for 3 hours.
Hang on, because it's about to be a wild ride.
Who would you rather be talking to right now?
You or Trump? You or Kamala? Probably you.
All right, thank you.
Nice little microphone you have there, buddy.
What, this?
Yeah.
You want me to wait? This is all we can. This is all we can
He's
afford.
got a little mic right there.
You
boys.
know that,
ladies and gentlemen, Rob Bradford has a little mic.
Everything that we own, you funded.
I did, but everyone knows you're a little mic guy.
It's like calling a ball guy curly.
Yeah, how you been, dude?
I'm good. Good. Why don't you do the interview? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, what'd you do on your day off yesterday?
Yeah, so
if everyone doesn't know, Rob Bradford forgot how to read an MLB baseball schedule and was supposed to be down here in Miami. Obviously, he's here. He made it.
I wanted to be here when you were activated.
Didn't
be here for your sport.
Thank you. Didn't realize we played the Atlanta Braves for a 4-game wraparound, so he enjoyed Miami. You could either go to the beach, you could get some Cuban coffee, Cuban food. There's lots of things to do in Miami besides sit in your hotel room all day waiting for your best friend to come see you.
So can I tell you this? This is what really happened. I'm walking to my plane, and I'm thinking, okay, this is my day. I'm going to get to the hotel. Then I'm going to go to the park. I'm going to see Joe, all that stuff. And then as I'm getting on the plane, I look at the schedule randomly. I'm like, holy shit.
What did you think you look at it before, though?
First of all, no, believe me, I thought I looked. But then, it said, I was looking at the Marlins. So the Marlins, it said Marlins. And then I'm like, wait, tomorrow? Marlins play Dodgers Tuesday. And oh, shit. And then I'm thinking, okay, all right, that's okay. I'm going to get there. Dodgers going to have an off day. We'll go to lunch. We'll go to dinner.
That would have been awesome.
Right.
No, night game. Get here
but then I'm like,
show up at 2:45 last night a.m. Wait for the bag 3:15.
Yeah. So anyway, I find out not only don't they have a game, but you guys have a game. The Dodgers have a game in Atlanta. So there's nothing to do. There's zero to do. I can tell you this.
Did you do any work though?
The cluster of Marriott hotels near the airport, fantastic gift shops.
Really? What'd you buy?
I don't know. No, I mean like eating.
Although it's bad for you. It gives you diabetes.
No, I'm very healthy.
Okay,
you can see I'm good health. But it's one sneaky thing which I hated. Tip included, and they don't tell you.
Wait, so you double tipped?
I did. I caught myself.
You should have just been a nice guy and just double tipped.
No,
never.
If you told me, I actually upped it to like two more bucks.
Okay,
I rounded it up.
Don't tell me you put the money in and took it back.
I'm not paying cash.
Okay.
I'm like, no.
That's a bad look.
I crumpled up the one
because I've seen that done before.
But that's a bad move, right? They got to tell you.
No, it's shame on them. Usually party of 8, party of 6, go to dinner. Obviously, tips included.
This was a party of 1.
Party of 1 taking advantage of Rob Bradford. It's pretty sad to see. It's almost like the people who call your grandparents and try to get a reverse mortgage, those shady B words. Yeah. Old granny's just trying to save her money.
Yeah,
and trying to get a reverse
telling
mortgage.
The college kids here have credit cards. Doesn't matter. Make a difference.
Well, they should have better parents.
Well, believe me. But anyway, so I screwed up. I had a great day in a hotel room while you guys were playing the Braves. What time did you get in?
A little after 2.
So
I got to the hotel probably like around 2:30.
You went to
I think.
So this is. I thought you would be like. So I saw that you were in Oklahoma City, right?
Yeah, I pitched on that Sunday.
So Oklahoma City. I'm like, oh, you're gonna fly Oklahoma City to Miami, but no, you have to.
No, I flew to Atlanta because we had one more game. Met the team, brought the good morale. The boys were able to split a big series.
Listen, the run differential with you in the dugout this month is.
It was huge, undefeated. I'm not undefeated, but yes, lots of runs and the starters. Pitching staff, the bullpen boys, big shutout last night. So yes, the run differential was great.
You know how this podcasting thing works. It's dropping.
Big shutout today. Big
2 days
shutout
ago.
In the future. Big shutout. 72 hours ago. Who knows? What day is it? It's all part of it.
I'm much like. So let me just tell you this. This Baseball's and Boring brand. We have. I think I mentioned this to you last time. Kenley Jansen sincerely wants to be hired by you.
Did you make him an offer? The one I said?
What was that?
Remember, he was going to be
Chief marketing officer.
Chief master music producer.
Chief
master, chief something.
Yeah. So I am basically like I'm his mentor when it comes.
I mean, who doesn't want a
podcasts.
Hall of Famer to work with us?
No.
Exactly.
Well, you're the one who's hiring. I have to get approval of everybody.
I told you to hire him.
I'm trying.
Okay.
But every time he goes on another podcast, I said to him, do you feel guilty?
He should.
He does.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. So anyway, we are here at
Please tell me you know the name of this ballpark.
Lone Depot Park.
Golly.
By the way,
this guy works in baseball for a living, everybody.
No places to eat around Lone Depot Park.
Support your mom and pops. There's some little mom and pops.
No.
Are you afraid? Okay. Walk on the street.
Have you walked around here?
Absolutely.
No, you haven't.
I'm from Riverside. It's the same thing. Of course I walk on the street. Corona, it's the same.
There's no places to eat around Lone Depot Park. Anyway, we are here in Miami.
Yes, we are.
You are as this is dropping today, unless something goes horribly awry.
I should be playing.
You are going to be activated.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's why I wanted to basically come down here and celebrate your activation.
Thank you.
Remember this moment.
That's special. I appreciate it. You know?
But this is in all sincerity, congratulations, because now here we go. Here comes a run.
You better say playoff baseball.
Yeah. Well,
we're ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I'm not
I
saying
love it.
it's like you guys. Of course, it's playoff.
Okay, thank you.
I'm saying, but not only for the team, but I'm talking about. I remember talking to you about this. Maybe it was 18, 17. Were you good in 17 too, in the playoffs? You're good. Anyway,
I think it's been throughout the career.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's my point.
Yeah.
We talked about
I
psychology.
think I've gotten lucky.
Whatever.
That's what people like to say.
FIP. We talk about the like I said, here we go. Everything, all roads lead to this.
Yeah.
And it's you're being dropped in Miami here on whatever the date is, middle of September. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes, by the way.
Yeah, you're welcome. Happy birthday.
And so we're being dropped in, and now here we go. Couple weeks, postseason, World Series. It's science. Right?
Trust the science. Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
But this is your thing.
I love it. Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm excited. Not to get like too far into it, but you know, it's probably it's going to sound like a cliche, but if I was able to expand a little bit longer, it's the most normal I've felt in 3 years going to baseball. And you know, for the past 15 days, I've been able to play catch, max effort, throw the ball as hard as I want, every single throw, for 15 straight days. And, you know, for the past 3 seasons throwing the baseball, you know, after catch play, sometimes I would look defeated. But, you know, I was even telling Ashley, for those who don't know, you know, my wife, like, it's the first time I've been able to play catch consistently and, you know, walk back into the clubhouse and not be, you know, irritated, angry, agitated, you know, looking for a reason, you know, to not throw the ball. But like I said, for the past 15 days, I've walked in with a smile, and you know, even my teammates noticed, like, you haven't even been playing, you know, getting people out at the major league level, except, you know, you have like a different aura about you, like, you know, you look confident, and you know, I put it to, obviously we have a great training staff here, from top to bottom, but you know, Jonathan Erb, B. Lee, we've been working and, you know, trying to activate the arm that hasn't worked as well, like I'd say, in 3 years. But now it is. You know, I feel back to, you know, my last season before I had an arm injury with the Dodgers in that playoff game. So it's been fun. Like I said, it's probably the most excited mentally and physically I've been as an injured player, which is weird to say. Usually you get injured, you go through the rehab process, and you know, it's still a build-up and you don't feel good coming back. You know, and this is different. It's where I feel great already before I come back, you know, so it's something
even
that I'm looking forward to.
Not only baseball, we were saying, like, even throwing your kids in the pool or whatever. Or
absolutely,
like,
yeah.
Life.
Yeah, so the things that I used to hesitate doing or do it knowing that I would have, you know, pain, now have dissipated and gone away, where, you know, I'm reaching in the back seat to pick up Kai's toy he dropped on the ground or pick up his passy that he did, you know, while driving. It's dangerous, don't do it. But that, to picking up my backpack and putting it in a different seat, usually I would either not think about it and feel the repercussions after, or hesitate to do it because I know I'd not feel as great picking that up. But now I could do it, pick it up, and I throw it in my seat. I'm like, oh my God, where's the pain? And there's no pain. So, like I said, it's been amazing and exciting. Don't want to give away our secrets to the rest of Major League Baseball, but it's not steroids. Don't worry. Come test me.
But we can dance around a little bit.
Yeah.
So you've taken a different approach.
Yeah.
To doing it. You found this approach, and it's worked in a way that it has never worked before.
Correct.
And one of the things I don't the arm angle. We can talk. Can we?
Hey, Kike.
Oh.
The arm angle, yeah.
Can we talk that?
Yeah, so when I first started being more consistent as a Major League Baseball player, I'm sure true baseball fans have seen videos or progression or stories where, I used to have a really long arm action, and, it's kind of one of, I guess, the OGs of shortening up your arm throw, right? To be more consistent, to be, healthier, to drive the baseball a little better. And, I did that all the way up until, like I said, that 2021 where I came out of the game in the playoffs for an injury, and ever since then it's been kind of searching or progressively adding.
You're dropping.
Progressively lowering my arm slot. Stuff has been there. Been able to throw the ball hard still. It's just been a lack of feel and consistency of where I want it to go. So I've been able to halfway get away with it, I would say. Sometimes I could be great for 3, sometimes I'd be bad for 3, and it was really frustrating for myself. I'm sure it's frustrating for the fans of whatever team I was on. It's frustrating for me when I let my teammates down because I'm trying my damn near hardest, obviously, but just physically I wasn't able to do it. And now I eliminated all that. If whenever I throw, if it's today or if it's tomorrow, it's going to be. I'm not going to say it's going to be exactly,
but it'll be
1, 2, 3, freaking an immaculate inning, but it will definitely be noticeable where my arm slot and short arm and mechanics are of the actual throw of the baseball.
If you look at, let's say that people look at when you throw now,
yeah,
because that's what I'm doing. See what I'm doing here?
Yep.
Now,
yeah,
compared to the last 3 years,
yeah,
3 years, it'll be like, oh, that's different.
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
But it'll look like you.
It will look like I did before, where I was short. Short arm stroke, more over the top, release heights higher, fastballs straighter, curveballs back where I could throw my curveball, my slurve hard. I don't have to, mix in so many sliders. I don't have to mix in so many changeups. Before I got hurt, there was a game where I threw X amount of breaking balls in a row and people were like, what are you doing? Well, that's my normal throw. Like, that's my pitch. So it's going to be a little bit different of obviously a repertoire, but obviously the throw is going to be a lot cleaner, a lot better.
I want to come back to the pitching in important games because that's what you're going to be doing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I remember talking to you way back about sort of the psychology of it, of you just not affecting you. Like this is and you can tell someone, hey, don't worry about it, but especially the first time they're doing it, it's hard not to worry. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
So, but talk to me about that, about how when you knew that, hey, like, whatever, man. I mean, it's good or bad, but usually in postseason, look up the numbers, talk about science, it's been good.
Yeah. Because
there's something in your head that makes it that way, I think. I mean, obviously you have physical ability.
Yes, true. It's a lot of people talk about it in different ways, and playoff baseball is obviously a different game. There's be numerous interviews where it's people saying it's the same thing as a regular game, or we're not going to treat it any different. Well, then that's the problem. You're probably already going to lose. People want to play the big game, pretending that it's not a big game. Like, that's, I think, running away from it. Mentally. No, I want to know that it is a big game. I want to know that everyone's watching. I want to know that if you blow it, the whole world's going to be like, damn, you blew it. I want to know if you do good, the whole world's going to be like, damn, you did good. I think that you should, look at it straight on and just, it is what it is. And there's only so many guys who could look at it that way, or, tell them like, hey, like, there's going to be more fans, it's going to be louder. Everyone's going to tell you what it's like, but until you like pitch in it and understand the feeling of it, it's hard to really grasp. And, there's X amount of guys on a team. Luckily for us, we've been in playoffs numerous years. Our team has plenty of experience. But for the guys who haven't, the young guys or guys first time, they're going to get mentored and told about it. But like I said, until you get that at bat, until you get that pitch, you won't know. And for myself personally, I care a ton. Obviously, I care a ton. But I feel like in the playoffs, when I'm on the mound and I'm standing there, and for me, it's funny. We talked about it the other day. Like most guys hyper focus, on what they're doing from the get-go. And I step on the mound. And I would like to say, I learned in psychology, it's more of a spotlight focus where it's a general focus until you have to kind of zone in or laser-like focus.
Right.
And it's a general awareness. So during my general awareness, I love to look at the hitter's face when I'm getting so I'm shaking, like, either looking at the ground or looking at the hitter and see where we're standing. Some guys are already looking at the target.
But you look at their face?
I love to, yeah. I love making eye contact.
All right.
And it's one of those things where I could tell with the body language, how much they're trying, how much they're worrying about what they're going to do against me. And I think to have success, throughout your career, especially in the playoffs, you got to know that you already know what to do, right? And for me, I tell guys verbatim, to be yourself in the playoffs, you have to literally care less than the other team, than that hitter. So not physically, not like you're not trying, but like the effort wise is what I'm trying to say. The effort should be a little bit harder, but mentally you should be okay with it still being you throwing the ball against the hitter and not the atmosphere. So, the hitter's already trying his ass off to get a hit, to take a ball, to get on base any way you can because every base counts. So if you were actually worrying less about the result than the guy you're facing, and everyone's talented at that point, you will usually have a better result.
Have you told that guy?
I've told plenty of people that, yes. And they're like, you're crazy. I'm like, no, just think about it in a different aspect. And I start thinking about it like, damn, that's actually right.
Well, I mean, you have again stats to back you up.
I mean, I've failed. I've failed in the playoffs like everyone. I've done great in the playoffs. But over a matter of innings and a matter of time, if you take that mindset and carry it through, a bigger sample size, and obviously if you have, like I said, everyone's there at that for a reason. You're on the playoff team. You're on a playoff. Everyone is really good at that point. You're the best. But it said over a long sample size, I think, or I know you will have more success than, guys who have been great and they're like, well, why aren't they good in the playoffs? Well, they know they're great, right? So they are putting that extra stress or the extra
great.
Wear and tear, like, this is my legacy, this is my blah, blah, blah. Like, I've never thought about a fucking legacy or, I have to, what are people going to think about it? Like, that's never crossed my mind in the playoffs. Yeah, the season's over. You could think about it like, damn, I just gave a grand slam to Howie Kendrick to leave the playoffs. But, like, that's all I thought about, that one specific moment, then bam. But I've also never been like, oh, man, I've won 2 rings or I've done this. Like, it's like a spur-of-the-moment type thing. And, I think it's just a good way. And I tell Knox, I tell, when my other kids are older, like in big games, like, hey, dude, like, literally, this is a bigger game. Like, you're in the championship game. It's not, round robin, travel ball. It's bigger, but have less care than the guy throwing against you, or if you're pitching, or if you're in the outfield. Like, just play hard, focus, but don't care as much as him. And I think that it usually comes out to be more successful.
Do you think that and the epitome of that was when you struck out the side in the World Series and you said "fuck yeah"?
No, I think it came from when I was with the Cardinals. Like, I was always.
No, I know where it came. Like
I think
that was like you aren't going to get better results than that.
No, you can't. Yeah, that was.
But go ahead. When you were with
even when I was a young guy with the Cardinals, and 2012 I came up and we were in the playoffs. I didn't learn that that's what I was trying to do, but that's just where I felt mentally. I remember one question from somebody in the media. I was a starter in the playoffs somewhere at some time, and they're like, big game, you're going to start tomorrow. What are you going to do? And I was like, probably play video games till 3 a.m. I don't know, do what I always do. And they were shocked. And it's not that I'm like routine oriented. It's just like I love video games and I play late. I stay up late. And so people were like, well, man, this guy doesn't care. And I went out and I think I did good. So my focus, my effort, everything is always 100%, when I'm on that mound. But I know going into it that, if I care less than this guy, this guy's done.
Do you think that, all the ADHD stuff, you have to have that, that leans into it, right?
Possibly. I'm all over the place.
Because I'm the same way.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to, if you give me something of that time to focus on.
Correct.
I am nailing this interview right now. I am zero. I am pitching a perfect game. But, outside of it, I don't know. Maybe I screw up all the. I don't know. But
yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and it'd be something that I wouldn't say pros or professors or psychs. I don't know what the right answer is, but I'd say it'd be more in favorable of the person who might goof off in class, right, and then gets an A on the test. It's kind of similar. Absolutely cares. Yeah. Nobody's not caring, right? Yeah. But the kid who is a little aloof and then all of a sudden has a 3.8 GPA, or you're like, well, I never saw that coming. Well, it's well, I did, because, the kid's always cared. And just because he's, bouncing off the walls or sporadic everywhere, that's what playoff baseball is. It's fucking crazy. You're bouncing off the walls, it's sporadic, and then, make a pitch. Oh, he did good. Well, why? I don't know. It could be correlated. I don't know what research there is. Obviously, I haven't done it, but it's a fair and valid point, right? It might be good for the people with, who can't focus until that last second with all the noise, all the BS, people yelling at you, warming up. It's kind of good to take that all in and then embrace it. And then when you get on the mound, it's oh, I got to get this guy out. Guys chirping at you Joe Kelly, you're going to blow it. Hey, suck it. And then, boom, make a pitch. You know what I mean? It's just always been, my style, my personality. People are people will tell you, coaches, it's a statement you can't flip a switch, and I'm the opposite. I mean, you can flip a switch. It's been done. It's been done forever. There's a Navy SEAL and there's a terrorist and they're trying to go save him. They're focused, but it's all right. Well, if I'm hyper focused on doing this and I get ambushed over here, what am I going to do? Get shot and killed? So there's something to it where there is such thing as called you can flip the switch. To me, I believe. All
right. Last couple things. Going back to how well you feel, how great you feel. I don't know if you've thought about this after this year, but does this sort of you're springing your step right now made you think differently about next year?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'd be a fool to lie to you. It felt like this. It'd be the opposite. Usually it's wife's no, you need to keep playing. You're so good, really good. Well, no one's really known that I've not been myself for almost 3 years. I've been able to get people out, correct, but feeling in general, going to bed, being able to just wash my hair or sit in a car ride driving to the field,
because baseball was physically aggravating other parts of your life. So dude, I'm putting words in your mouth.
No, you're not. No, it's true. It's one of those things where you're driving your car and you feel irritation.
Right.
This is not fun.
So when someone says, "Oh, you're gonna retire," probably because it's.
Yeah. Usually I say it's been a long career. I've had a good run.
Yeah.
No, but I
don't feel like baseball's aggravating this other part of my life. Why would I want to do it?
Yeah. True. No, it's changed my mindset in 2 weeks more than anything has probably throughout my baseball career. Where it's not giving me. I mean, obviously. Physically, I feel better, but I would say mentally, it's giving me a different look and a different aspect of a broad spectrum of not just baseball, like I said, of loving everything I do physically, whether it's throwing BP to my kid during travel ball, whether it's teaching them how to, hand the ball off with football, just literally everything. And those little things have gone away and have made me generally, I'd say, happier to be around, obviously, because it's not just the baseball clubhouse stuff, but to be around where even giving a handshake or messing with somebody, tossing my son, or it's giving me a better outlook on life and a healthier outlook. And now that question is more relevant, and like I said, it's definitely changed my mind.
Well, let it be said, let it be done. Your brand has never been
Shut your mouth.
Ohtani should win the MVP?
I believe so, absolutely.
Okay, all right. Because that's what we keep asking people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you see him. Could you beat Mookie Betts in pickleball?
I don't play pickleball.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's not my thing.
All right.
I won't play. I refuse.
All right.
Yeah.
That's Mookie's all about podcasting and pickleball.
Yeah, no, thank you.
You're all about one thing, podcast.
It doesn't excite me.
No? All right.
Go wakeboarding at Lake Havasu. Maybe we'll talk about it.
Oh, all right. Ooh, challenge. Throw down the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Candy corn, yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No. My family loves it. I hate it.
Okay.
No.
All right. Math.
I like it. I suck. No, thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.